Hello, students. This is Lieutenant Anderson with the Edgecombe County Sheriff's Office. I was selected to read Chapter 19 of Beatrice Zinker, Upside Down Thinker. And the name of that chapter is The Long Way Home. Beatrice evaded her sister after school. She wasn't ready for another lecture, so she lingered at the back of the bus until Kate and her friends hopped out. Then she crossed the street and took the scenic route. The long way home went right past Miss Jenkins' house. As usual, her neighbor was sitting on her front steps reading to her cat. As usual, Scrappy was drinking tea and listened attentively. "Hi, Mrs. Jenkins," Beatrice waved, walking over. "Hello, dear." Miss Jenkins patted the spot next to her. "Tell me about your day," she invited. "You look like you have a story, and you know I love stories." Beatrice dropped her backpack and plopped down with a sigh. It was a weird day, she paused, deciding how to talk about her day without revealing top-secret information. Finally, she started with, "Remember Lenny?" "Of course I remember Lenny. I want to steal those green glasses of hers." "Me too," said Beatrice. Glad she got to try them out. Lenny was gone all summer. So I was really excited to see her. But everything was different. She forgot to wear her ninja suit and only wanted to play veterinarian with this new girl, Chloe. Then I was a bat and got a bloody nose and spent half the day in the office. Beatrice took a deep breath and scooped Scrappy into her lap. "But it's okay now. We worked it out." She buried her face in Scrappy's soft fur. "I should have known we would." "Life's like that," Mrs. Jenkins nodded her head knowingly. "It's always shifting and changing. That's why most friendships last only for a season. But occasionally you'll find a really special one, and you'll grow with each other instead of apart." Beatrice hoped her friendship with Lenny was the unusual kind. Miss Jenkins lifted a pitcher of golden liquid. "Want some tea?" The brew glowed in the sunlight. Tiny ice cubes made music against the glass. "Yes, please," said Beatrice. Mrs. Jenkins filled the tall glass from the bright green tray at her side. "Here you are," she said. Beatrice lifted the glass to her lips. The tea tasted exactly like it looked. Like Mrs. Jenkins had captured all the bittersweet beauty of the day just so she could drink it up. Down the block, Kate was standing at their door saying goodbye to her friends. Everywhere she went, Kate had a lot of friends. Beatrice jiggled her ice cubes and stole a glance from Miss Jenkins. "Do you have a sister?" "Oh, do I?" Miss Jenkins laughed and slapped her leg. "Drove her crazy for 18 years. And then she moved clear across the country. You can't pick your family, can you?" Beatrice shook her head. "You couldn't. And they couldn't pick you either." Mrs. Jenkins nudged her elbow. "But you know what's funny?" Beatrice shrugged. "No, not really." Nothing seemed particularly funny when Kate was probably in the house complaining about her right that second. "Now, my sister calls me every day. We couldn't be more different, but deep down, there's no one more the same. I wish we'd realized that when we were younger." Beatrice tipped back to the last of her tea, trying to picture the way she and Kate were anything alike. The Zinker's babysitter peeked her head out the front door, frowning. Her eyes searched up and down the street, then squinted up into the trees. Beatrice sat her glass down and handed the cat to Mrs. Jenkins. "I better go now. Delphine is worried, or Daphne, gets worried when I don't come right home." Mrs. Jenkins patted her hand. "I understand, dear. They're lucky to have you. Come back tomorrow. The tea will be here, and so will we." Beatrice took the front steps 2 at a time. "I'm here, Daphne," she announced. As she bounded through the door, she made a beeline for the laundry room and tossed her backpack onto the floor. In the kitchen, Kate was telling Henry and Daphne all about her first day of school. Beatrice lifted the lid on the washer and dumped her ninja suit inside. Operation Upside Down had survived its first day. But for the co-founder of the top secret organization, the work was never done. After a drizzle of detergent and the push of a button, the machine started to hum. Kate's voice faded as the room filled with the sound of water and bubbles and a fresh start tomorrow. Beatrice slung her backpack over her shoulder and ventured down the hall. She stopped in the kitchen doorway. Want a snack? Daphne held up a plate of vegetables. We're practicing our French. Henry and Daphne sat on one side of the kitchen table, nibbling baby-sized veggies. Kate sat across from them, holding up flashcards. There she is with the flashcards, holding them up. Kate's eyes flicked up and met hers, then drifted to her nose. Despite Mrs. Jenkins' story, Beatrice couldn't imagine an older version of Kate calling her every day. Beatrice shook her head at Daphne. No thanks, she told her. I have some stuff I need to do, pointing behind her as she backed up the steps and said, I'll be in my room. It was very fun reading to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe I'll see you again next year.